sometimes when I invite my guests to hell, I like to put them through hell before we get on the pod. And I hoodwinked, bamboozled, and led astray these guests today.
Yes.
Joey and Pat, thank you for surviving the first hour of hell.
You're welcome.
Burning in hell. I thought it was a hidden camera show.
So I record at 2 different places, and I get there, they get there. We're so excited. I've been trying to get these guys on the pod for a year, and no producers there. Joey breaks in. We realize we don't know how to turn it on, though.
You broke in too easy, by the way.
I found a lockbox.
He's like, I got this. Beep, 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 boop. Pulled it, and then, yeah.
Like full James Bond.
Yeah, we got in and we didn't know how to press the button, so then we had to go across town in a Uber pool. I can only explain it as.
First question, is this a black? I go, oh, gosh. She goes, it's a Corolla, dear.
It's a Corolla.
Don't know if you got something.
And then Joey has not gotten his medication, his Ozempic.
Right. No, I had the Ozempic. It's my Cosentyx I need.
What is Cosentyx?
It's for my psoriasis.
Oh.
My celiac.
He's trying to be Kim Kardashian, basically, is what he's trying.
It's for my psoriatic arthritis.
How many things do you have to take in addition to the Ozempic? Because the side effects of the Ozempic.
Oh, nothing.
Oh, okay.
Ozempic is like the healthiest thing I take. that's like an energy. That's like a green juice for me.
It is.
So where do you stab yourself for the Ozempic?
Ozempic is in my thighs.
And I usually am the one who administers it.
Ozempic is in my stomach. My thighs are Cosentyx.
Okay, got it. So
and testosterone is in my ass.
That's when I give
What
you.
about the heroin?
That's between my toes.
Got it.
The track marks.
So we have the stars of Out and About. You guys have brought a whole new energy to Barstool that Barstool did not have.
Right.
How do you feel being the tokenized gays of The Office?
I'm going to let you take this one.
Well, prior to that,
I'm going to... It's fine.
It feels good.
No one's even there.
I finally get the recognition I deserve.
Yeah.
But I think it's good. I think people look up to us. They look up to us for style advice. Mm-hmm. They just anything that's taboo to say, they'll make us say it for them because gays can get away with it. We were repressed people our whole lives.
We can get away with repressed people our whole lives.
We can say sexually explicit things to coworkers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter because it's
and
it's
the oppression has caused you to have an incredible sense of humor.
Yes.
I do also love your bit that you have with Dave Portnoy. I feel like no one's been able to accomplish as successful of a bit because I feel like Dave at the end of the day always gets the last laugh. I feel like with you,
he's intimidated by me.
He doesn't know what to do.
He doesn't. That's the one time he actually gets speechless because he doesn't know. I'm so out of left field. He doesn't understand what I'm saying to him.
Do you think Zave? Do you think
Zave?
He's a zaddy. Do you think Dave is a zaddy?
Yes.
AKA Zave.
Yeah, yeah.
Is he your type? Like, are you actually attracted to him?
Oh,
yeah,
God.
he's got money, so he's my type. No, but he is my type. But the only thing I wouldn't like about Dave is that I like to be the star, and I think we'd fight over the limelight too much.
I agree.
You would submit to him.
I would succumb to him.
You would submit to him.
Yeah.
In terms of the camera and in the bedroom, I believe.
Well, because I don't have to work as hard. I don't have to do as much.
I think you'd be okay with being the beautiful one.
Oh, yeah.
As long as people acknowledge your beauty.
Yeah.
Speaking of your beauty, everyone's been talking. Why were you snubbed and not asked on the Tart trip?
I don't know what's happening there. I mean, they reached out, and I've been using Tarte Shape Tape Concealer religiously to cover my C-section scars for years. It's the only thing that I can cover when I'm wearing revealing swimwear or lingerie.
Which is interesting because you'll let the bush grow.
Yeah.
But you do want to cover the... No, he had a forest cover the scars for years.
Yeah.
But now that he's dating someone, he's got to shave everything down, so he's got to go on. And Mederma wasn't working.
I mean, we are looking to go on the new... some other cosmetic companies have reached out to us recently.
Yeah.
We're in cahoots with them right now, so I really can't say too much about it.
But it's Elf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Tarte brand trip. Now this is the first. This is the Dubai trip we went with Tarte, right?
No,
that was a year ago. This is the new one where they all went to like an island. They're all just blacking out.
The first big Tarte trip was
Sylvan
in Dubai.
is there and Bree is there.
Yes.
And I was just feeling like
how did
there's
that
been
come
some
about?
snubbage.
Yeah, well, we couldn't go to Dubai.
I was
because
busy.
We would have been stoned to death.
Well, we had to go. We had to get to the Met Gala, and my gown wouldn't allow for tan lines. So.
Oh, that does make sense. And people forget that you are a professional makeup artist.
Yeah. by trade.
Are you less interested in the game now that you've become a podcast?
I'm getting more interested in it because now this job is actually becoming work and not fun for me anymore. So
this is the attitude that comes out when the medication doesn't come.
So I do feel like
CBS,
I miss.
If you're listening, Dwayne Reed, Rite Aid,
Walgreens,
anyone listening right now, send it to his house. NYU Langone. We need something because this is not just affects him.
I think I know drug
you know what I mean? Like I stopped
corner.
doing makeup for a while because I felt like I was like a job for me. So now I enjoy doing it. So it's like almost like a little reverse.
And how is your guys' partnership? Because were you friends before, or did you immediately kind of start as
podcasters?
Wow, so it started professional and then
downhill from there.
Yes.
It got we go through ups and downs.
We dated briefly and then
we go through ups and downs. We hit it down like a week and a half ago, and now we're on and up. Nashville wasn't up, and I thought Nashville might have been a down.
No,
but Nashville went well.
It was great. I fell sick right before curtain.
You fell ill
right before curtain.
Sick.
So
and were you there for him?
No.
I was saying, get the fuck away from me. Don't let your mood be a black cloud over my night. And then I look over, and he's doing shots of tequila, which I was like, good. Get him some
Well, they
booze.
told me that to take a shot of tequila. If you're feeling ill, you're supposed to take a shot of tequila. It knocks it out of your body.
You know, the adrenaline when you get on stage fixes everything.
Yeah.
Paige fell ill before one of our shows. And I ignored her as well because I was like, she loves attention.
We're speaking colonial.
That was
she fell ill as well.
That was the
fen. The plague did hit again.
That's her old fen. Her old appetite suppressant she's been taking.
You know, she has almost fainted.
Xenadrin.
She almost fainted during meet and greet once, and I was like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "I haven't eaten in weeks." And I'm like, "You look amazing." So I do think that it's like a couple where you go on like things are bad, and then you go on vacation together on like a trip.
Yeah,
and suddenly it reunites. Exactly.
This is like a brand trip.
Yeah,
out and about. Down
to the East Village.
Yeah. Yes.
The Wild Goose Chase, aka Burning in Hell.
Yes. So let's go a little deeper in hell. What's your least favorite thing about Pat?
I have notes. I can pull them out of my notes.
Oh my God! How much time do we have? This is gonna be.
My least favorite thing about Pat is she doesn't
know. My modeling.
No, that she can't. She can't control herself to just have one drink.
That is the nicest thing. I am so happy with that answer. Now I need to adjust mine. I was Joey.
I mean, because it affects my life. I'm able to
Oh, please, you're able to have one drink.
No, one drink. But I'm able to party even if I'm not in the mood.
What?
And you're not.
So when he's not in the mood, he won't rally.
Like if I'm not in the mood to drink,
if he
I
drank
will
one
not
day
drink.
that week, he won't come to dinner. He won't do anything. So he's very testy.
You're a really good friend in that way.
Yeah.
But what's your least favorite thing about Joey?
Joey likes to complain, and I cannot I just cannot deal with complaining.
Are you complaining about his complaining right now?
You got me.
Yeah.
I haven't complained.
Eureka.
Speaking of elephant queens, we have Eureka. No, we've learned. We know what each other's need now.
Yes.
We've been at this for a year.
It's like a business marriage.
I know when to back off. He knows when to back off. He rarely does. But it's gotten
He knows
better.
when he should.
He knows when he should. I do think we're.
It is an arranged
marriage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dave Portnoy put us in a sorry. And I
I
wrote it on an elephant queen, and here we are.
And you're all in.
Punjabi.
You're both in your own relationships.
Yes, I'm so in love.
I remember when you met this man.
Yes.
In bed, are you subservient?
Yes. I'm subservient to everything. I like taking care of people.
He wants to be like the mom at the firehouse, cooking up
but
some
stress.
grits in the morning.
Is everyone okay? Does everyone like it? Did you not like the pasta?
Yeah.
You are.
I'm surprisingly zen with my relationship. Though.
He's the best thing that ever happened to him. It's he's calm when he brings him around. It's like Joey is calm. He listens.
He makes everything better. I love him.
Yeah, and he's got a cock on him like you would not believe.
Are we talking about Joey or
Joey?
Well, no,
Joey.
that's my Viagra.
No, Joey does not have a cock.
I do when I take Viagra.
I know it's really changed a lot of things for you physically and mentally. But it's good for you.
Are either of you we verse? What's going on?
Verse with sex?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it any way I can get it. Yeah, I'll do whatever.
Does that mean you're a bottom?
I do bottom, but I also blouse.
You say blouse.
It's a feminine top.
It's called the double B, dear. It's called the double helix.
I'll do anything.
You won't dom top take
I will.
that. You will?
With a Packer. With a strap on.
No, it's a Packer.
Producer
He's
Patrick's
probably
wearing one right now.
Yeah, Patrick's wearing one.
It's a fake dick that lesbians use to fuck their partner.
No, that's not what it is. A Packer is what a trans man uses to get rid of their gender dysphoria down there.
Correct.
You put it in your underwear so it looks like you have a bulge.
So you can double penetration with it.
No, it's soft. It's flaccid. You can't fuck with it. But you can do a strap-on one.
Oh.
We
have
It's
just
what they use to get rid of their gender dysmorphia.
Okay, so they don't use
Not
it
to get rid of it. Not to get rid of it, but like
The pronouns.
when I look down there and I don't see my vagina, I get
But it flares up. Like at time, I know every once in a while.
When I'm having a
If
flare
we're
up.
having like a late night.
That's the meds you need.
I know he's having a flare up of it because we'll be there and like all of a sudden he'll disappear into the back room. He'll come out. He's in lingerie.
Yeah.
And it's like this is Joey just kind of quieting the inner lady.
Do you know my boyfriend's
because
really?
Then he'll be back.
Whenever my boyfriend told me, he told me that he has like not like what's the
Second
word?
thoughts.
Not second thoughts, but he has it in the back of his head. He has this fear that I'm going to want to transition one day. He thinks of like if he likes women's clothing. I was like, he was like, why are you wearing a red lipstick? You have everything going right. You had to like, why'd you have to put the lipstick on? I was like, I wasn't even.
You need to quiet it. That's my favorite story about him. Was we were doing like he dressed as a lady for like an award show he had at work, and his boyfriend. I need to get you the pictures. You can put it in the clip.
I think I remember it.
He was in a beautiful gold sequin.
Yes, I remember it.
Two-piece.
It was a flare pant. It was a
little midriff.
A midriff with a bralette, and I had my hair in like an updo.
You had your chicken cutlets on the as well. He went all out, and he sent a picture of champagne to his boyfriend. His boyfriend goes, "Are you dressed like a lady?" And Joey goes, "No." And then he sent back a screenshot of the photo, and it was a reflection in a black television screen of him looking like the fucking Queen of England.
Great Gatsby.
It was my favorite thing. So now
You
he's
are
just
not even wearing
Celine
women's
Dion.
clothes. I took it off. I'm not even wearing women's clothing anymore.
so good.
So, I mean, but gender is obviously, we can unpack this right now, I think. Well, Jeffree Star came on both our pods.
Yeah.
And his whole thing was like, I'm not trans. I'm just Jeffree, and I'm androgynous.
Yes.
But I feel like you're not like that.
No. I don't wear like, I do as for a joke. Like, I like wearing like comfortable things. Who's screaming?
Oh, that's your drug dealer outside.
You got you some
I feel like
off-brand
you like to
Cosmetics.
get reactions out of people, and you don't hate
I dress up
fabulous.
as a woman for like comedy things. I think it's funny. But like,
Yeah. So you
Jeffree
think-
likes wearing it. Like,
you think
likes wearing it.
women's bodies are funny?
No, I think women.
Miss?
I don't think they're funny. I don't choose so much bodies. I just
You
want
think
the
it's
clothing.
a joke to have
Heels.
A vagina.
a vagina?
What
You
is
think it's a
vulva?
joke to
You
What is
think
a
the
vulva?
wage gap is a funny thing to you?
Women comedians make more than we do.
What are you talking about?
Girl comedians make more, don't they?
In
Or-
what?
In life.
Maybe on OnlyFans.
We're gonna wrap this
But
up.
you've put me up in Yags a couple times. Like I forget who we had on, some drag queen, and he was like, I want to do your makeup. I was like, all right, like a little like foundation, whatever.
Yeah.
It was an hour and a half. I looked in the mirror.
Your face got beat.
I got a full. I mean, eyebrow. I
Do
was
you
like, what
look
is going
good
on?
as a woman?
No.
No, I look terrible. I look
You
really
do.
bad.
Thank you.
When did you start dressing like
She's
a woman?
passable.
Well, I was really
I'm surprised
worried.
by this top. You look very elegant today.
Thank you. They did like
I'm not
a
surprised.
full face of makeup for my show in Nashville, and I was afraid
Is
we
that
were
what
going to
you
get
wear?
arrested
The
for drag.
garbage?
Yes.
bag?
I was like, is this drag? Because there's a thin line.
Were you at Zany's in that show?
We did
The Grand Ole Opry.
the Grand Ole Opry, the Ole Opry, the Ole Opry. Yeah, something with Dolly. Dolly opened for us. It was crazy.
Oh my God.
Wow. So we're learning about each other for sure in this conversation. Pat.
We have a show at the Westboro Baptist Church coming up. We've been trying to sell out. It's
One
been
of-
a lift.
One of my favorite clips was when I went on your pod. You have to listen to all my episodes without about Des 112. Des is having FOMO. He wish he was here.
Yes, you do too.
When I asked you guys about going down south and going to conversion camps.
Oh.
They're hard to find a
Dream.
good one.
It's
Like,
hard
we've
to find
looked.
like a celebrity one.
Because they're
Well,
not
just
dot
to go- like,
coms.
go- the
they're like dot XZ, whatever.
Like you
because
have to
they're
be
legal.
referred. Like, you can't just sign up on a thing because any left wing person can sign up and like go in there and protest and stuff. How do we have to just like know someone and really like
There was a
get drafted almost?
a documentary on Netflix. It was like called like Conversion
I watched
something.
it.
And I like looked up the people after like, oh, this is my in. Like this person is
Yes.
cured. Like maybe I can bamboozle them into thinking I can be cured. And they don't have Instagram. They don't have anything. They just live by the good book.
I want
That's
to
kind of
produce a
their-
reality TV show with you two,
Mm.
going down south, doing conversion camps.
That would
doing the tour.
And I'll play your
Should we
wife.
tour conversion camps?
Oh,
I'll play your wife.
We go to the conversion camps.
Yes, fully.
Try to get fixed.
Might
That might be nice.
It would be.
Are you off the grid?
Think about how hot that would be. All those like closeted, like Bible thumping, whatever.
They're all lispy faggots anyway in their own right.
And they're all fucking each other in the bathroom
Yes.
in between.
I didn't think I
meditations.
could cure my desires, y'all.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
It was my desires.
He goes, and then I realized Jesus is who I have a crush on.
And I met Kathleen. Now, Kathleen and I have similar interests.
I've had same-sex desires since I was 14.
Dude, I mean, I could see if you're like Jesus is hot. If you
Yeah.
just wanted to put your all into Jesus.
I mean,
Yeah.
those abs. Oof.
Oh,
Jesus Christ and the homeless have some of the best bodies on earth.
do you think Jesus was straight because he refused to have sex with Mary and just had 12 men following him around?
Well, how did he get pregnant? How did he get the lady pregnant?
He's gay.
Oh, he got Adam and Eve pregnant?
No, he
No,
got
Mary got pregnant, but not through Jesus.
Through
we don't
who?
know
Mary
how.
Magdalene.
Was it Adam then?
It was God, apparently.
It was Adam and Eve, not
There's
Adam and Steve.
God and Jesus?
Now, this is what I've been saying for years. I can't see. No one can seem to answer that question. Ladies.
But
if you're
Adam and
religious-
Eve came first, and then how did God become the one that? If they were here first, how did God make the house, the earth? If Adam and Eve were here first,
This is a question that has been.
I thought
puzzling
Jesus was
humanity.
God's son.
I did too, but he's also the same guy.
what about cavemen? Weren't they here before us?
He's like a
for
junior.
humans.
Were they before Adam and Eve?
But I thought God created the earth.
This is why we have to go to conversion camp because they know
They'll tell us.
evolution. They've
They'll
studied.
cover this all.
They cover evolution for
So
sure.
let us know.
This is such the like corny generic question for the gays, but like, what age did you guys come out?
0 months.
You go, oh honey, I'm not out.
I asked him that. He was confused. He's like, "What do you mean?"
I
Did
never
you
came
just
out.
come
You never-
out?
No, he's never. I was telling. Oh my God, he's so cute. Like I had a crush on Jonathan Taylor Thomas and like, and Ricky Schroeder from Silver Spoons. Like I just like always vocal like, oh my God, he's so hot. He's gonna be my boyfriend. Like it was just natural for me. I never like thought it was a bad thing. I didn't know it was a bad thing.
And your family was very like, some people are gay, some people are straight.
Your whole family's straight, though, right? Do you have any gays in your family? Is that the
Not my immediate family.
extended?
My late mother.
Okay,
They're not
this is what I'm
devils.
trying to ask you. What turned you gay?
It was you.
No, it was Bud Light. It was seeing Bud Light cans, seeing gay people kiss in public. It was Bud Light cans.
It was it was Dylan Mulvaney on the Bud Light
It was
can.
Dylan Mulvaney that made me gay.
Yeah.
What is your guys' perspective on Bud Light? Is it a good drink?
It's hilarious.
Is it a watery drink?
No, I like Bud Light. I mean,
We
I
love
don't drink a lot of beer because
So you guys didn't
I'm a
get
model.
involved to the tart trip, and you also did not get
our face on
tapped
Bud
for
Light.
any kind of Bud Light.
No.
I
campaign.
used to be a Bud Light sponsorship.
Yes.
For a couple years, and they stopped sending me stuff.
Because you got up on Ozempic probably,
Yeah.
and it wasn't aligned with. I understand that
with their
completely.
values.
So you're from New Jersey?
Yeah,
I mean,
I grew up there.
Yes.
I got out.
When did you come out?
College, maybe like 20.
You went to college?
Yeah.
Did you go to college?
Yeah.
Where?
University of Wisconsin.
Woo. Go
Go
Badgers.
You know.
Did you have a cheese
Jesse's
head at
Butch
home?
Queen.
Yeah, I had sex with Bucky, the mascot.
No, you didn't.
I did.
From Buc-ee's?
While he had the uniform on?
He tried, but I was like, let's not. But it was like really mysterious because there's like 8 different Buckies. So when you'd see Bucky, you didn't know if it was
Well,
him.
you know,
so you'd be like, huh? And they'd be like,
When he takes the black dick out of the costume, you know it's him. girl.
She had the furry, like the butt plug tail in.
Yeah, yeah.
Hannah does. It was like a furry. She lifted it up.
I was doing furry before it was like cool on for the Gen Zs. So how many girls did you date before coming out?
I never like dated a girl, but I had sex with one.
Okay, you're a fuck boy.
Maybe like I was a fuckboy. Maybe like 4 or 5. I mean, I lost
Why'd you
my
keep
virginity
doing it?
because I thought it would fix me. I didn't know I needed conversion
Only
camp.
conversion camp will fix you.
Yeah.
You know that.
But I lost my virginity on the front seat of my dad's Chevy Trailblazer.
While she's on her period.
To a girl while she's on her period. I remember being confused. I was like, what is in your panties right now? And I was like, oh, you're on your period. My dad has to work in the morning. Let me get some carpet cleaner.
That was like
The carpet cleaner was for her pussy, believe it or not.
all you did was try to have sex, and
Yeah.
the devil came out of her pussy and was like, "How dare you try?"
That was the moment that turned me. not
You
for me.
actually were straight until
Yeah.
you hit period sex. It's so funny because you never hooked up with a
No.
girl, did you?
I figured my friend John on the couch once.
John?
Jen.
Oh.
But that was it. I never did sex with a girl.
And Jen was actually me.
Yeah.
So
And this
you
is a month
you have
ago.
no interest in what it might feel like to put a PP in a V?
Maybe.
The sounds.
I
just
think
annoyed
I'm
me.
too old now.
Oh, the
for it.
sounds.
Yeah, I was like, it's not
It
enough
was-
with the moaning. You're not doing anything for me with the moaning, please. Enough.
Yeah, I don't think I need to feel that.
No, if you've gone this far, why would you? It's like people who are in their 30s or 40s and have never drank. You don't start drinking now. What's the point? You made it
Who
this
was
far.
your first celebrity crush?
Oh my god, my first celebrity crush.
You can't pick me.
I'm
Or
trying to
Hannah.
think back to like, probably like Kim Possible, but she was a woman.
Isn't that a cartoon?
Yeah.
Do you know I met Kim Possible?
What do you mean? Isn't this a cartoon?
It's
Yeah.
Christy Carlson Romano.
My first celebrity crush.
She has the voice.
guy?
She does the voice.
I don't know who was like. I'm trying to.
She has the voice.
Tom Brady.
Who are the kids in Mrs. Doubtfire? Matt LeBlanc.
Oh.
The kid from Brink.
Cutie Pie.
Stud.
Oh right, he was.
Pie.
Yeah.
Teen
Oh,
Puppet
little
Stud.
button nose.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and he was so innocent, but you could tell he was naughty.
He
Joey-
slung it.
Yes.
Joey was his brother.
I don't know. I never did like.
Yes, he is.
Boy bands never did it for me. Like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. Ugh, get out of there with that. I don't know. I mean,
I
Patrick.
kind of had a
is
thing for
there.
I had a thing for Justin Timberlake a little.
Timberlake. See, he was too like metro.
What
for
about
me.
JC?
JC, I was much more
The
of a
actual
JC guy.
singer.
No, JC. None of
JC
them did it for me.
Shazay?
Shazay.
Shades.
That was the one I picked.
Yeah, because I was
To be
like,
gay?
I was like,
No.
people don't acknowledge that he's the really good singer in the group, and he's so undervalued.
Yeah.
So I liked him.
You like a project, someone you can help, someone you can lift up, which is why we're here today.
No, I quit that. I got an old trained dog back at home.
Des. Oh, remember when we were at my lover's house in the Hamptons?
Yeah,
and Des
that was fun.
Des took his shirt off. I had to get him a drool towel.
No, Des loves the attention.
Yeah.
And all I remember is I'm floating around my little bikini. No one gave a fuck.
Yeah.
It was you guys were all helping
We were
Des
bird watching.
with his.
I was like, Hannah, can I have another drink? When you next time you get out, just go grab me a champagne.
I was just the server. No,
Yeah.
Des was doing like water aqua therapy in the
Yeah.
pool, and you guys were like helping him,
Yeah,
and I
his
was
legs, lifting his legs over his head. For him. Ankles to ears, Jerry. Ankles to ears.
Joyce got his hand under his lower back as he's on his belly button to the sky, ears back. That's the only way you're gonna float, darling. He's buoyant.
Yeah.
like. So, and you were in Boston,
Yeah.
and were you Catholic growing up?
Like we went to CCD, but we were
That's
like
after
Christmas.
school.
No, it was like Sunday school. Were you?
Yeah, Sunday
yeah,
school.
It was like we were fake.
But you went
the,
on Sunday?
the parents wanted to party for brunch. They drop us off
Yeah.
in Sunday school.
Christmas Catholics, and we do it every
Christmas
Sunday,
Catholics.
and then like
We'd have to go
the
after
church.
school like on a Wednesday.
Oh God.
God.
Did you go to Catholic school growing up? No, you went to
No,
public.
regular school.
Yeah. You scream public school,
Yeah.
as do I.
As
You
do
went to
I.
public school.
Yeah.
All public school kids.
Yeah.
Take that, Bishop Fian.
Priest and drag. What's the difference?
Drag queens don't fuck kids.
Yes.
Priests do.
And that's on period.
And
That's on
period.
Yeah.
Period slay.
That's where we at.
Period
That's very
slay.
true.
Wow, I love how we always get to the naughty bits.
Yeah.
Speaking of darkness, how's our
Speaking of darkness, you need another layer of nail polish on those nails.
well, they've outgrown.
I can see through them.
They
Look like a window, a glass
You're right.
window.
You know, she only did two.
Stained glass window.
Stained glass window.
She only did two. I'm on a nail
Sorry, we were
journey.
talking about dark what? Dark child?
How is your anxiety? Do you guys suffer from
I
anxiety?
do. I take medication for that.
Which meds?
I take Cymbalta every day,
Mm-hmm.
and then I take Xanax for my flare-ups.
We call it a flare-up.
He took his
When
Xanax
was your
before
last
When I have an
flare-up?
outbreak.
Before Tennessee Zany, I see
Recently.
him taking a Xanax.
That
I
wasn't
go,
because it
easy.
wasn't my nerves. The only nerves I had was I knew I had to throw up, but I was nervous I was gonna miss the show. So that was my anxiety because I didn't want to miss the show. I was having anxiety about missing the show.
But aren't you afraid ever that you'll take a Xanax and it'll make your life so much more difficult because you can't?
No.
You're too chill.
Oh no, I need to be brought down.
Yeah, yeah. When did you first remember you have anxiety?
When I got cheated on 2012.
Oh, I'm so sorry, babe.
Thank you.
We're back. And we're back. Go ahead. Let it rip, Joe. Let the story rip. Let the
what
story
did he
rip.
do?
I went on medication right after that.
What did you? How did you suspect of him
No,
cheating?
we had a lovely day.
Oh,
We had a lovely day together. When he
so
told
you were
me.
with him for a day and then he
No, we dated for 3 months.
Do your affirmations.
It's my 90-day fiance.
Remember to do 7 thank yous.
How did you
Thank you,
find out
thank
he cheated?
He told me
Why would someone tell that?
because he felt bad. He knew that
Because
it was
he
ruin
wanted
me.
to get the guilt off of himself and
Oof.
put it onto him.
How'd you tell your lovers you cheated on them?
Well, they're gonna find out right now. Is that
Have you ever cheated?
Never. I would never. I'd rather. I think cheating is worse than murder because if you're getting murdered, you get to be dead and not have to deal with the repercussions of it.
True.
Cheating is like getting killed and having to still live life after the murder.
That's what I say. Like
I'd rather be killed than
a lot of guys do so many horrible things. Ted Bundy was bad, but like at least first date he tells you what's up. Like you're fucked. You're done. He doesn't gaslight you.
Yeah. No, I can never cheat ever.
But do you have anxiety?
Yes, but I just raw dog it. I just don't deal with it. I just raw dog life. There's nothing. No, it comes and goes. I think
he drinks lots of Celsius.
It's more caffeine does make it worse.
Yeah.
Well,
caffeine makes, you know what makes it really bad?
Cocaine.
Adderall. Adderall gives me but I take it. Adderall gives me the worst anxiety.
He buys it from a stranger at work, and then you don't need to have it.
Yeah, I mean, I was prescribed it like
from
in
her
college, but I never just. It's just a girl who sits at a desk upstairs. She's like,
she doesn't even work there.
No, she doesn't even work. I clear off a space for her every morning.
She's Tyra Banks, just typing, pretending, giving people Adderall at
I was
Barstool.
prescribed back in the Celexa and.
Were you like a
was that for fibromyalgia?
No, I was just gonna kill myself because I was a closeted gay guy. Was that for fibromyalgia?
Okay, that's the tea that we want to get to.
Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna fucking off myself. Like, I need something. And then I went and saw a therapist, and she was like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "Hey." And then everything, believe it or not, sunshine and roses.
It was cystic fibrosis.
That was
permanent pulmonary arthritis after that.
That was a really powerful story, and I know you guys are joking about fibromyalgia, which is we're sorry to the fibromyalgia community.
I am so sorry.
They apologize, but it's true. I feel like there's a lot of people that are in the wrong situation in life, and they'll go to like different pills and stuff. I didn't mean to look at you because you're right where you need to be.
Yeah,
you've just found the perfect cocktail.
It's coming.
Yeah, he's gonna make sure it's coming.
But like the fact that you became aligned with who you really are and just like leaned into the truth, how scary it was, and then your anxiety faded a little bit is fucking powerful.
I mean, it was like I couldn't, not to be it down, like I couldn't even get out of bed. I was just like a nervous wreck. Like it was
about coming
terrible.
out?
Oh my God, it was brutal. It was just so much anxiety. And then it's like, okay, let me admit this to myself.
Well, you know what'll help with that? If your parents disowned you, that'd help even better.
Because I wouldn't have to talk to them. I wasn't worried about my parents, so I was worried about my friends.
I'm saying that's what's it's crippling to have to come out and hold that secret, and then when you do come out, the people want to shut you down and try to kill you.
Yeah. No, that would be brutal.
Stressful. Were your friends straight?
All of them.
So you were like the bros bro.
Yes. All of them. I remember I was telling my friend in my friend Damien's basement, and they're like, "No, you're not." I was like, "You're right." I'm totally not. I'll have a Bud Light.
That is the most straight dude response. Like, but you fucked a girl.
Yeah.
You fucked. She was hot. You fucked her.
I remember telling people that's literally.
No.
One of them was hot, but I had to cut it off because her dogs were around like every time we did it, so it was too much. But yeah, I told people in cars.
Those are her sisters.
I told my brother. I told my brother in a car. I told my mother in a car.
Because you could jump out if you had to.
Yeah, because I could jump, and I could also take control of the wheel. I mean, I could reach over and throw that thing right into an oak tree, and then if they respond wrong, it's done.
But it's funny because especially nowadays, Gen Zs and when I say Gen Zs, I mean younger people. You're figuring out who you are, and now there's all this media of like, what are you? Are you a they? Are you bi? Are you? There's such a spectrum to it because like I mean you guys are both gay, but you express it in different ways. I'm straight, but I'm not the same as every straight person. No, straight people are all the same. We're boring. It's so boring and sad. But when you were getting these feelings, did you think actually you were just playing tricks with your own mind and you were actually straight?
No. I always knew I was gay, and then I was tricking myself
We like dick too much.
Yeah, I was tricking myself into thinking, I was like, oh, just suppress. And then eventually I was like, yeah, no, I need to come out. And then it's all...
What was your first hookup like?
Did you jizz in your pants?
Joey? It was, I could have hit the ceiling from it was at UMass Amherst in the dorms. Shout out Worcester Hall. I went over, I found a guy on Craigslist.
He was a custodian.
He was a custodian.
Why did you find a guy?
Because there was no Grindr. There was no anything. There was like Plenty of Fish. Like there was like websites like that.
Match.com.
Match.com. What was another one? See some, I don't know.
Okay, Cupid.
J-Date?
Okay, Cupid, yes.
Oh yeah, Okay Cupid.
Yeah, and I went to his place and I was like, okay, like he must have been just gooning over me, like this like straight looking guy.
What
like,
was
first
his thing
time.
that he said, like looking
In the
for
chat.
tall men?
Oh my God, I still have my burner email from back in the day. I should log
Can
in.
we open it up and read the emails today?
I tried to like a month ago and I couldn't figure out the password, but I went over and he like
was he a
blew
college
me.
kid?
He was an RA, so he was a little older.
Okay, naughty.
Yeah, naughty. And so I went to his dorm. He had a double with just him living in it.
Did you think he was hot?
No. I just wanted to get my dick sucked by a guy to see,
Oh,
see if it would work.
Oh, you weren't craving his cock. You just wanted your dick.
Yeah,
sucked
he
by
didn't
it.
even want me to blow him. I was like, yeah, you can just blow me. And then like right after I finished, I was like, oh, yeah, this is gonna be a bad habit.
You'd
for
prefer
years.
you prefer a guy you're not attracted to sucking your dick than just like a pretty girl.
Yeah, I would prefer an ugly guy over a pretty girl. Yeah, of course. Hannah,
would you rather fuck a hot guy or eat a pretty girl's pussy?
Yeah,
because I feel like I'd rather eat a pretty girl's pussy than suck a guy I'm not attracted to's dick. But I feel like it's different because guys, when they're bad, are like bad.
Yeah, this guy was not bad. He was just like, I need to get this over. It was like on my to-do list for the day.
And then after that, you were like, it's game time.
I drove my friend's 1999 Honda Accord back to our off-campus
the Uber
housing.
We just
yeah, the Uber we just took, literally. And
he's still waiting outside for us on the wrong avenue.
Yeah, that was the end of it.
What was your first hookup?
It was in the 3rd grade.
No, it was a Nissan Pathfinder.
It's always cars for gay guys, always.
I was like 16. He was 17. And he picked me up in the Nissan Pathfinder. We went up the street to an abandoned parking lot. I think we did it there. We exchanged fellatio.
Oh. I love how it starts with fellatio because you have to prepare for the butt stuff, right?
Oh, I didn't do the butt sex until I was 22.
So you were a little virgin running around.
I was a cum-hungry cock slut.
Well, I used to do that in college. If I didn't want to have sex with a guy, I'd just blow him and be like, because then he's done.
Yeah.
That's more work, though, right?
Not if you don't want him inside you. I'll do anything.
You don't sacrifice your body. You don't let people into your body who you don't want inside you.
I need to protect my energy because my mouth is full of bullshit. Bullshit. My pussy, she's protected. But also I feel like lesbians, I have a joke where I talk about how lesbians are always just like they're coming, sex takes forever.
Yeah.
With gay guys, like once one of them comes, I know when guys come, like you like can't speak for like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
How do you keep it going as long as possible?
Out of there.
You gotta jerk off on their head until
and
you're
leave.
done with yourself.
On their head?
On their face.
You stand behind them with your balls over their eyes and give them Arabian goggles?
Yeah.
I feel like you guys are the right ones to do this with.
Eiffel Tower.
Told my
Des, come on in.
not with me. So I told Des that on our wedding night I would do anal with him. Like I'm saving it for our wedding night.
So you're nervous all wedding day?
But you blacked out at John Scott's on the night of your wedding. Yes. And had to be dragged home with dirt in your feet. No shoes on.
No, he didn't. That's what we did.
I know.
You've got your period on your wedding night, too.
Well, I was spotting because I forgot to take my
right.
birth control, and in the morning I took a Plan B because we did have sex, humble brag, on my wedding night. But I was like, let's do anal, and he was like, on our fucking wedding night?
Yeah.
So he rejected he called me like a poop slut, and I was like, no, he didn't call me that. Scott. So he said no.
Well, that's
and
what
then
girls think it's kind of a gift to a guy. It's like a special treat on their birthday. Give them anal when you want to do
So-
something
That's
special.
not a wedding night, though? That's like a
no,
lot.
he was not about it. And so then he was like, okay, so when are you going to do it? And I was like, I gave you the option and you didn't take it, so you lost it. But realistically, I don't know how to do it or prepare for it correctly. And I feel like,
I've learned how.
You're
What
going to
is
need about
the-
3 bottles of
what
bottles
is the
of wine.
prep?
Yeah.
But you have to clean out from back there. You have
See,
to
what does
do
that mean?
you
Like,
gotta
how
get a
many-
fleet enema.
How many years of Chipotle do I have to undo?
You don't need a full colonic unless his dick is really long.
You do need a full colonic?
No, you don't need a full colonic.
Okay, so what do you need to do?
You really can't eat that, Jay. And you have
Okay,
to.
I'm already out.
Yeah, and you have to juice. You have to put a what's it called?
It's not that extra.
a
I don't think
douche.
you can eat. You just can't like
Pig out.
eat Chipotle. Like you can
Okay.
have, like maybe some avocado toast.
So that's gonna come out easily because once you do the enema, you have to take the enema up there and you hold it in, then you have to release. You have to keep doing that. The water.
Where
runs
does one
clear.
buy an enema?
You just get a fleet enema. Or you can get like a
yeah.
yeah. So you have to
Okay.
keep doing that.
And how
filling your home up.
close to sex do you do the enema?
Like you say when you go freshen up right before you have sex.
Right before?
Yeah.
Do
I
you
think you do it before that. You do it like so you just shit out the this is so dirty. You just shit out the water and then you're ready to go. You need like an hour after the water's out. What
No.
if there's water in there still?
Oh, what happens?
Do you squirt?
That's what I squirt.
You squirt.
I just told him, he's like, wow, you're really wet, babe.
She's a squirter.
I told him I'm freshly clean.
Yeah. Well, you shave your. We both shave our assholes.
I don't shave my asshole.
You trim it.
No.
He pretends like he does it. He's a
Honey,
Italian hairy man.
Honey, speaking from a fellow Italian, we need a weed whacker back there.
I'm not very hairy on the. You've seen me nude from the
I've
waist
seen
down.
your asshole. I took his temperature at his birthday with an asshole thermometer.
Hot.
It's a COVID scare.
It had to be up the butthole.
And that was the beginning of long COVID.
Yeah.
Why am I getting top energy from you?
You might be,
Because I'm
must be
sitting
somebody-
next to him.
Yeah, maybe someone in the room, girl.
What would I be? What
You'd
would
be
you
verse.
call me?
You'd be no, you wouldn't be verse. She would be a party bottom, pass around party bottom.
Yes.
Pass around party.
Pass around power party.
Because
bottom.
someone
Yeah.
called me a verse otter before.
Yeah, you're definitely an otter.
I don't.
She's
Otter.
not a bear.
I'm not a bear.
No.
Maybe she's.
I
she could be a
tweeze my
wolf.
chin. A wolf.
An
Yeah.
otter is a slim, hairy.
Okay, I kind of am an otter.
You're an
Yeah, yeah.
animal. Yeah, no, you're an otter for sure.
But I think
you're
she's a fun
verse
party
our-
angel. She's a pleaser, people pleaser.
I
A
am.
verse otter power bottom. What's your sign?
Leo. But I have
That's what
Scorpio and Virgo. A lot of Virgo.
Want to break that down for us?
Virgo, that's the controlling part of her. She likes to be in control at all times.
At all times.
And the Leo, that's the showgirl part of her. She wants to
Mhm.
be all eyes on me. On the stern of the ring, she's like a circus.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And then Scorpio.
Is sexy.
So I'm a fucking freak.
Yeah.
So I'm an otter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're an otter.
I'd
You're
say-
a power,
I'd say
a
so.
power otter.
So you're verse.
I'm
Like
verse
Joe,
too.
like Joey said.
How do you decide before when you're in the bedroom two verse people?
It's whoever wins the
Yeah.
arm wrestle. It's whoever wins
you-
the wrestling match.
It
who
depends
gets the-
if your
Yeah.
little pussy's vibrating and needing attention.
Yeah,
But
you
it's
can
crazy.
just
It's two
tell.
completely different orgasms though. Like the
Yeah.
dick versus the butt. So
But there's usually something in the other person's ass when they're coming if they're topping. Could be a finger. It could be
Smart.
a tongue. Could
whose
be-
finger?
Usually
Third party.
the cleaning lady usually hangs around after.
Yeah.
And we
'Cause-
say, here you
'cause
go. I
if-
mean, your hands are already
If
dirty.
you're behind me doing anal, how am I supposed to get my finger around
Oh no,
you?
this is if you don't finish at the same time.
Got it.
Yeah, so
like,
if you're laying there, then you have to like do that sad jerk off thing, like where it's like the second person to come is always like,
you feel
poor-
bad
you
because
feel
the first
bad.
person has to make
and
them
you already
come.
came, you're like, you don't want to fucking be seeing anything. Like after you come and watch porn, you like flip the thing down, you're like, oh, what the fuck did I just do? You're disgusted with yourself. So
You're like,
it's
that was
like,
Uber.
so
that
that's
was
the-
Uber porn
that's-
from the 90s.
So that's you have to do that naked with a sweaty guy like panting, trying to get that nut out.
How
for like
much
25
lube are we
minutes.
using?
Zach's a gentleman about it. He always wants to get me off if he comes. You don't care about coming.
No, I don't.
He doesn't care. He just wants
He
to
doesn't-
swallow that nut.
You're
baby.
so Italian. You're
Yeah.
just like, as long as you're happy.
Yeah.
If his stomach is full.
My stomach.
Yeah.
My stomach's full, but with your cum.
Yeah. As long as he's happy, then I get up, I clean, and I go back to the dishes. You know, getting his outfits ironed.
Getting his outfits ironed.
This is so educational. Okay. What are we around? Like 30. Okay, perfect. We're gonna play the 7 deadly sins.
Okay.
What are you guys greedy about?
Food.
What kind of food?
Like I'm greedy about like not having enough food. No, I don't think that's right. I'm not greedy. Greedy?
I don't know if greedy is the right word for food. You just want to make sure you're full.
Yeah. I'm generous with everything. I'm not very greedy. I'm more generous than anything. I'm very selfless. My time. I'm greedy with my time. I'll say that.
So you'll say no to things.
Oh yes.
I have to get better at that.
I'm very greedy with my time. That's a good thing.
Have
for me
you
to put in.
always been good at being greedy with your time?
Yeah. Good. It's not a good thing.
No, I think it is a good thing
Okay. Good.
because if you have no boundaries with other people, you're left empty.
Right. I'm
So
trying
just-
to.
so
Why
deep.
is it so sexual?
Yeah.
You're empty.
Yeah, like if there's like I don't like to give away too much of my time. I like to keep like to have my options open. I like to have like things like on my terms.
But do you ever feel FOMO, like, or you said
Yeah.
no to an opportunity that could have like been
Yeah,
great?
you know, I normally have a good gauge about it. I already know if something's gonna be bullshit before I get there.
That's great.
You know, I can smell it, some bullshit.
You're right. That's great.
This is like the lamest thing ever to copy him, but I'm greedy with my time, but for different like reasons.
Explain.
I just like to be alone. It's like I don't like to do anything, and I disguise that as being, I need my. What's the worst answer ever? I don't know.
No,
have
I
idea
actually
what I'm
love
greedy
being alone too.
with. Yeah, it's like I'm greedy just with my alone time. Like
I
get
hate
away
when-
from me when I'm done working. I don't want to be around anyone.
Yeah, when people are like, I'm bored, I'm alone. I'm like, I'm so jealous of you. And also, I'm
Yeah.
never bored when I'm alone. I'm like, tits out, just like, sorry.
Yeah, I'm naked the second I get home.
True.
Every day.
Oh yeah.
True.
always.
Just labia flapping around.
Do you take naps?
Girl, I'm a nap queen.
Me too.
Like, I could nap right
I'm so
now.
excited for my nap. My nap got pushed back an hour today, so I'm a little upset.
I apologize for that.
Not because of you.
Okay. Well, naps are important. I got like a little addicted to naps. Like I was like a heroin napper.
How long do you nap?
Oh, if I don't set an alarm,
I could do 5 hours.
I could do 6 hours. Also, I don't wake up in the morning. Like, if, like, Des is very sensitive. He's like, we need to be pitch black, no sounds. He wakes up with movement because he said he's a hunter.
What does movement
He's
mean?
a hunter.
No, like, if I
He's a
walk in the room
hunter-gatherer.
and make no noise, he'd be like, oh! And I'm like, and he's like, you woke me up. I'm like, how am I going to get into bed? I can't just, like, so, and then nothing could wake me up. Nothing. Burning building, I'm asleep. It is good to know. But
we have a sleepover.
But I have to consciously sometimes not nap because I get addicted to napping, where it's like every day my body will crave it.
I'm craving it so bad right now.
Oh, I know.
That couch has my name on it.
Oh, I know.
Do you mind if I finish the podcast from over there?
Yeah, no problem. That's totally fine. No, but you're doing great. Who are you guys jealous of?
I am jealous of Oprah.
Why?
Because she has everything I ever dreamed of. She has her own garden. She has her own talk show.
She has her own lace front install.
Lace front install. She has everything I've ever wanted. She's an American dream.
She is.
And that's what I want for myself.
Wow.
I'm going to be kind. I want to give. She's a giving person.
Cars.
She's a very giving person. She never got defined by marriage. She's in control of her own relationship. She wants to make sure that she's satisfied before.
And she's like that right level of fame where the paparazzi's not like up her ass, but she is very wealthy.
Yeah.
She's respected,
and
even by the paparazzi.
Her home, she loves entertaining. She loves having family and friends. She loves having tons of people around. She loves gardening. Oh, Oprah has my life.
Do you like Ina Garden?
I do. I stole a hydrangea from a front yard in East Hampton one day.
Went over right with a pair of scissors.
I did.
Snipped her down.
The gardener was. I thought I was gonna get caught. I thought I heard Jeffrey bottoming in the garage. I didn't know where she was.
Oh my God. Who are you jealous of?
I think
that's sweet of you to say.
I'm jealous of people who have it easy, like people who have a list, like not a serious
Nepo
one.
babies.
People who were like born on third base, and act like they hit a home run. Like people who are just given things in their career, people who are like, I think that's it. Just people who don't have to work hard. I'm not jealous, and I like to work hard, but it's like some people are gifted careers by like who they know,
like nepos.
Right.
But I always argue that like it doesn't equate to happiness, as in there's a whole difference between feeling like you really deserve something versus sitting there knowing deep down that like you're not actually gonna earn it.
Right.
What do you guys think about that Hailey Bieber's been called Nepo baby?
What is the
But
Nepo
Sophia
baby? It's being born
nepotism baby. So like
born into famous parents.
Oh,
your parents are famous, so like you get Hailey Bieber's a Nepo baby, but Sophia Richie is old money.
Yeah.
I would rather old
What's
money.
the
I
diff?
love old money.
Why are they calling them different things?
Well, I guess because Lionel Richie's richer than the Baldwin.
True, but it's still Nepo baby.
Yeah, it's still Nepo for
it's
sure.
It's just like branded in a better way.
Yeah.
But Baldwin, I feel like Richie didn't take herself seriously. Hailey Baldwin takes herself very seriously. So if you take yourself seriously, and then even if you have like money, whatever, then you're Nepo baby. But if you can like fuck around and be funny, then it's like, oh, they're old money, they're normal.
You're right.
I think that yeah, Hailey Bieber is trying to be famous and actively going out there trying to like use her popularity for to get famous. I think that Sophia Richie really cared if she was famous or anything. That she was doing it.
Yes,
she's always been very
much
private.
You know what? That's so smart.
Even when she was dating Scott Disick, she was very private. She wasn't posting.
Yeah.
They actually had to make a TikTok for her just to post her wedding to like pay for those Chanel dresses.
That is so funny.
Do you know what I mean? So she never was on TikTok. She never flaunted her thing.
She's pre-influencer, I think, is what part of it has to do with it. Like she doesn't realize what her fame and like her money could get her because she came up before that was a thing. Where it's like people now who are like young and born to those families are like they crave the spotlight because they see it all fucking day on their phone.
Yes.
Look at this person. Look at how many likes they have.
Poor
like
North Kardashian.
Yeah.
She had no chance.
Asshole.
She had no chance.
You think she's an asshole?
Northwest?
Yeah.
100%. She's the biggest asshole.
How?
How isn't she? Name one thing doesn't have assholeism written all over it.
She wore a nice outfit to the Met Gala.
Wait, so Chris Appleton, did you see he kissed her hair and then she fixed
She got an attitude.
her hair?
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Oh, I did see that.
It was iconic.
She's her father's daughter, I'll say that much.
When was the last time you guys were lazy? So like had a day where you did nothing?
almost every day.
That's amazing.
No, I guess I've been busy this week. I haven't had a chance to do that yet. I would have done it yesterday, but I had to.
It's Tuesday.
Work.
Yeah.
But I guess I like to be as lazy as possible.
Do you guys have like a 9 to 5?
No.
We have
Do you?
No.
Yeah.
No, I've been fired from my 9 to 5.
I like having like my options, but I do like I do feel bad when I have when I don't do anything for more than a day.
Yeah.
I mean, I like sleeping in and be cozy, stuff like that. But like if I do it like especially if it's nice out. If it's shitty out, by all means I'll stay in bed. But if it's nice out, I get angry with my people, my friends. If they don't want to do something when it's nice out, I get mad. I can't be in the house.
That's why you
nice
should not live
out.
in LA, because then every day you'd feel pressure to be fun, and I don't need that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be impossible.
When was the last time you guys have felt rage or anger?
Oh, I have just today on the phone.
Yes, we did see that. That was a full breakdown.
Yeah, I'm still dealing with it.
Uber ride over here.
You burned many bridges within 3 minutes of every drug company.
I don't know, rage and anger. I haven't felt like rage, I don't think, in a while. I mean, I'll get angry, but to be like, but I get over it. In like, an hour I could be over. I mean, there are things that upset me, but like true rage.
I feel like straight men feel a lot more rage. Like they suppress their emotions. Road rage, or they just like punch a wall. Like if it's any emotion besides anger, they get very confused and they just become angry. Where I feel like gay guys, to stereotype, are a little more multifaceted with their emotions.
Yeah.
And a little more emotionally intelligent, perhaps.
I go through rage fits quite often.
Speaking of,
Have you ever punched a wall?
No.
Why do straight guys punch walls?
Because so they don't punch their wife.
It's the wall or the wife.
It's quite simple.
I'm done. Okay, this is a hard one, but when was the last time you let your ego get in the way of something? How are your egos, your pride?
I'm egotistical with back to what we said about I'm not getting involved. I know to me some bullshit. I'm not getting involved. Like I know that I'm too good for things for myself.
But because you've probably been fucked over before, where you've been taken advantage of.
Yeah, so I know that it's about to be some bullshit. So it happens quite often where I'm like, no, like I'm above this. I'm not doing that.
My ego gets in the way in arguments. Like I can't, like if I'm arguing with someone, I don't stop. Like I'm not gonna stop until I win. And even if I know I'm wrong, it's like I'm just going to
it's just
go
too far
and go, and it just goes.
So let's say Zach walks away. Do you follow?
Well, he's not walking away either. That's our biggest issue. He doesn't walk away, and I don't walk. That's literally been the biggest hurdle. It's like we both. It's just like it sounds like alpha male. Like once we start arguing, but he relents more than I do. I just can't.
I've learned that
like I know.
As a married woman, this is the first relationship I've ever said sorry so much. Because I really don't. I'm like, what are we fighting for? And I'll be the one that's like, yeah, you're right.
Happy wife, happy life. Same, happy husband, happy life.
It's literally happy husband, happy life.
So much easier to say sorry and like.
Because it's not a thing,
right?
Like it's not a thing, and it's you choose your battles. Like I'll choose a battle, but I haven't found the right battle yet. But I know that I'm counting all these battles I let him win to then for my. Okay, so that's
Leo.
Sick. Yep, that's
I
fully
do the
sick.
Same, though.
I like long term revenge. I like long time.
Oh, I like
slow.
Slow. No. I want slow and creative. I want them to not even see it.
I like
coming.
that too.
You don't want to quench it.
That's what I do.
That's Italian.
Yeah.
No, it's more satisfying when you do it slowly over time.
Oh yeah. Sometimes when
because then things that you tee them up for downfalls that you set up and then you watch them downfall.
And then it's
this
like you're bringing
thing,
up an old
God
you never know that you did it. You just know how to manipulate people.
God
to
has a better
miserable.
plan for your butthole than you think. And instead of you instead of you forcing it immediately, you let the universe conspire and come up with their karmic strategies, and then you sit back and you're innocent because you didn't cause it.
I do believe in karma a lot. Like even like career-wise, like I've dealt with some fucking awful people, and even 2-3 years later, like something comes out about them, I'm like,
knew it.
Yep, I told you.
You had to massage Epstein, right?
I had to massage Epstein. I truly believe that if you like are actually good, like when no one is watching, and you treat people right,
and you're kind,
like that will come back to you, and it's so satisfying.
It's
seeing
even
someone fucking fall after that.
This is what Burning in Hell is about, though, because I'd interview people that people look up to, and because I'm like, not everyone has it together like you think, but I think those people that even you're like, oh, they have it so easy, they're not sleeping well at night, and I don't know why, but it's something you did, and you just want to be able to sleep at night with a peace in your heart because you know that you're fucking kind.
But I didn't realize that until
he's laughing. He's like, Miss, I haven't slept for years. Final question. You guys have done amazing in hell.
Thank you.
What advice would you give to the little devils listening on how to cope with your hell when you're going through it, when you're in the darkness? How do you get out?
You just know that you get to die one day and it'll all be over one day. Do you know what I mean? Everything's temporary.
Including life.
Yeah.
Including our heart.
It'll all be over soon.
Yes.
That's what I tell myself.
Life goes fast.
Well, I was gonna say the only way out of the storm is through it. Keep going. Don't stop. Give yourself a second to get hung up on something, and then keep it moving. Life goes on. No one cares about you as much as you think they do. It's like if you rerun a conversation in your head, like I'll do that and rerun it. I'm like, are they thinking about me? No,
Never.
They're thinking about how they were.
You're so right.
Yeah, everyone's too conceited. No one's thinking about you anymore.
I've once had a conversation where I was like, I was fucking weird, to the point that I'm like, should I message this person? They text me first going, I was so weird. I'm so sorry. And I'm like, we're all in it together. And it is a point of like, it sounds depressing, but it's like at the end of the day, when life is getting you down, remember that no one gives a fuck. And that's the sadness of no one caring is actually the light that no one cares. Oh my God, I love you guys so
this
much.
Is lovely. Very
You're
deep.
my favorite. I'm sorry it took so long, and I'm sorry about all the mistakes to get this to happen. But we made it.
Yeah,
and
barely.
we will forever be trauma bonded by this experience.
Yeah.
Where can people follow you, listen to you, watch you? Give me the tea.
WestboroBaptistChurch.com is our homepage.
It's Out and About Podcast on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, or Out and About Pod, and then my stuff is Barstool Pat.
And Joey Camasta everywhere.
Joe, you don't have an OnlyFans?
I do. It's OnlyFans. It's
okay.
It's in my link tree.
Yeah.
Just go to my link tree. Go to Linktree Joey Camasta. There's all my links.
Yeah.
We love you guys. Thanks for coming to hell. Bye.